From returning multiple plates of food to a chef to acting out at a charity event, these are the ways Anne Hathaway is incredibly rude in real life. While Anne Hathaway might be one of Hollywood's most respected and skillful actresses currently working, there are many stories floating around about how, in reality, she can be quite rude. Sure, she comes off as very lovable, very nice, very kind, and very successful. But is she really like this? Well, it depends on who you talk to. And some people don't have very flattering stories about Miss Hathaway. In one story in particular, Hathaway comes off as more James Corden-esque than anything. Back in 2016, reports began making the rounds that Hathaway had sent back her breakfast more than 3 times, saying that something was wrong with it. According to the reports at the time, Hathaway was eating breakfast in Los Angeles at the Paramount lot, on set, when she ordered a poached egg with avocado and an English muffin. When she got her dish, she sent it back, complaining that the poached egg's yolk was too runny, so she wanted a new one. The chef did as asked and made a new one, making sure the poached egg wasn't too runny this time. But Hathaway sent the breakfast back again, this time complaining that the English muffin got too cold, because they had to make another poached egg for her. So the chef made yet another plate for her, but Hathaway sent this one back again. This time, what was the problem? Well, now the egg was too cold. Finally, Hathaway decided that she actually didn't want a poached egg or an English muffin. No, now she wanted a fried egg instead. Talk about a waste of food, a waste of everybody's time, and a real inside look into what Hathaway is like behind the scenes when the cameras aren't on, and when she doesn't have to perform for everyone, because boy, does she perform. Many have criticized Hathaway in the past for her appearances on television, as they say that she's a theater kid through and through. She always seems to be well rehearsed on exactly what she's going to say, and just what kind of joke she's going to tell to get the most laughs from the audience.
And 10 is, for me, co-hosting the Oscars with James Franco.
As a result, nobody really thinks she's real or natural at all. If you go down a rabbit hole of watching Hathaway's interviews online, you'll likely realize that it's hard to figure out who this celebrity is. Nobody has this problem with, say, Jennifer Lawrence. Even if you don't like Lawrence, you can't deny that she's uniquely herself and not putting on an act. However, when you watch Hathaway's interviews, it's hard to see her as anything other than an actress still performing. She's still working the crowd and still trying to get people to adore her. As a result, she comes off as incredibly fake and untrustworthy. Some people even think she's very annoying and just can't interview well for the life of her. In a way, maybe this isn't fully her fault. After all, she's been an actress since she was a kid. She knows how to be seen as likable, even though this does seem to be failing her as of late. But she won't be herself, as she's been in the public eye for so long that it's always a performance for her. While this may be what she thinks people want to see, this is, in reality, the farthest thing from the truth. People want their favorite celebrities to be as real as possible. They don't want perfect people that tailor everything they say on every talk show they go on, simply to seem impressive. That's not all. Hathaway's fakeness can really be seen when she accepts awards. It's become an ongoing joke for many online when they see Hathaway receive yet another acting accolade, because she has won an awful lot of awards. When she goes up to accept these awards and give a little speech of thanks, many feel really turned off by her, mainly because it feels like a performance. It truly does feel as if she's written all her jokes and little quips beforehand and doesn't mean anything she's saying. She's not really grateful for being up there. She's just pretending that she is. Sometimes the little things she says during her speeches make people feel that she doesn't want to be there at all, which is just plain rude. On one occasion, she even criticized the Broadcast Film Critics Association for misspelling her name.
This is a bittersweet moment for me because I have this award, but you spelled my name wrong.
While she also dropped that this was her second win from the association. It just reeks of entitlement. And then her BAFTA win for Les Miserables, and her subsequent speech that didn't feel genuine at all.
It came true. Thank you so much to the Academy for this.
and for nominating me.
None of these situations even compared to the criticism she faced after she won her Oscar, though. People called out her speech as she yet again seemed so performative and fake. Did she want to be there? Was she happy that she had won? Nothing rang true when viewers tuned in to see her accept her award, with swift backlash happening. Hathaway went on to talk about the criticism she faced about her Oscar win, saying, "It's an obvious thing. You win an Oscar and you're supposed to be happy. I didn't feel that way. I felt wrong that I was standing there in a gown that cost more than some people are going to see in their lifetime, and winning an award for portraying pain that still felt very much a part of our collective experience as human beings. I tried to pretend I was happy and I got called out on it big time. That's the truth, and that's what happened." This response could be interpreted in multiple ways. It does feel as if she's performing still, giving us all what we want to hear, not really understanding why people were turned off by her acceptance speech to begin with. She might not have been happy to win the Oscar, and may have been struggling with this enormous career boost and all that it means for her at the moment. But there are surely hundreds of other actors in the world that would happily take her spot. Some even compare Hathaway to Taylor Swift when it comes to winning awards. But at least Swift has more happiness and real joy over winning, even if it is over the top. No one's really questioning what Swift feels when she accepts all of her wins, even if people don't like her. Hathaway, meanwhile, just doesn't seem to be showing her true feelings about anything in these situations, which just makes her untrustworthy to many. Yeah, Hathaway has a history of annoying people when she wins awards. If she would just be a bit more real and less performative, she likely wouldn't face such backlash from these types of situations. But that doesn't mean her reputation will change anytime soon. After all, she has more than a few allegations of being rude. Once she was invited to attend a pink party gala, which was a charity event for cancer. Before the event, Hathaway communicated via email to the organizers her list of demands, which was stunning, as she wasn't the only celebrity invited. Countless other celebrities were, and none of them detailed the demands that they had. This was a charity event after all, but evidently Hathaway said she wouldn't attend if these demands weren't met. The demands were outrageous. For example, she said that people couldn't approach her if they wanted photos with her, nor if they wanted autographs. When the event finally occurred, her attitude didn't change a bit. She was rude and cold to anyone who walked up to her, which caused many people to become annoyed with the way that she was acting. Everyone from regular people to celebrities was turned off by her personality. She even rolled her eyes throughout the event. At a charity event. Now, it's one thing to be rude at a schmoozy Hollywood event. It's quite another thing to act like this when you're supposed to be there to support a cancer charity. The team that ran the charity event did try their best to accommodate Hathaway's request to be removed from people who asked for pictures, so they did at least try to keep the star happy. But it appears that she wasn't happy at all, and likely never would have been, regardless of what the team did for her. So Hathaway has more than a few rumors swirling around about her rudeness to fans and regular people, which is a real shame, especially for those who like her work. From her treatment of workers at a charity event, to her returning food to a chef multiple times. These are all the ways Anne Hathaway is incredibly rude in real life.